All right. I think we're almost there, guys. What's up, Zoom? Sorry about that. I was still trying to get a few other of my stuff set up. It's Monday morning, man. Did you have a good weekend, Zoom? We do have Powell speaking this morning, guys. So just be aware that if you're taking trades first thing this morning, it's going to kind of make this morning's trading a little bit on the iffy side. Um, you never know, man. When Papa Powell is speaking, it can get kind of whippy on us. So just be aware of that this morning if you're. And he starts speaking at 9:30, and I'm not really sure why. I'm not sure if he's having something with the in front of like a committee or something. I'm not really sure. We don't hardly ever get those Jerome Powell like 9:30 speeches or speaks on a Monday morning at 9:30. That's very very rare. So I think that's going to make the opening a little bit more tougher just because you got to consider that, someone that has sway on the, influence on the market, how it moves. So uh I do like the push down kind of starting out this morning, maybe run that previously hourly low around the 400s, then maybe a push up to that data wick or vice versa. We're at the 50% of the previous hour right now. So I just feel like we could go either way right now. So either we run that data wick or whatever that news candle was. Good morning, Gilbert. I don't. I want to say I felt like someone said something about that. Might have been like a Trump tweet, but I'm not positive what that was. I know one thing. A lot of times the market kind of sucks whenever we have this much movement in the overnight session. We did have over 600 points in the overnight session. If you go back and look at yesterday's opening to where we ran up to this morning from yesterday's highs or this morning's highs, that I don't really know what to expect this morning. I mean, I hope we get clean movement. These last 2 weeks have been really tough to trade. I'm not sure if I want to trade my one funded account because we're $250 away from $1,000 payout. So we're going to be very, very iffy this morning. See, and that is, let's see if we can find the account right here. We're at 53,346, and we just got to get to 53,600 to secure the $1,000 payout. I've been kind of stuck on this one lately. It just seems like I've been stuck between the 500 and 800s for 2 weeks because I swear I've been $1,000 away, but I haven't gone tilt on the account, which is good. That's a good thing about staying consistent. We're still hovering around the 26,600 because we have to get this to 27,600 to secure $1,000 payout. I was really hoping that we were going to able to get that this past month in March, but March has been such the last 2 weeks of March have been really really tough trading. So luckily, the only thing that we've done any damage on was a couple evals over the last couple weeks. We haven't really messed up any fundeds, and those were Bulanox evals, and that was just from just over leveraging. It had nothing really to do with taking legit trades. That's just completely over trading. So, and that's just because I'm streaming so much. So, and that's usually what happens whenever I stream a lot. So, this is also a short week in the market. Friday is a federal holiday, so it's Good Friday for anybody that celebrates Good Friday. So, I don't know, man. I'm hoping we don't get it like another April month where it's just untradeable. I hope we get some good price, clean price action. Nice 10, 15, 20 points. It seems almost like recently just getting 10, 15 points with clean action has been almost impossible. Remember, we're not buying breakout candles. That's been another thing that you need to be careful on, buying breakout 5-minute candles, because that can get you. You can see, I mean, think of someone buying this breakout here, but they jump in late because they hesitate. Then next thing you know, you're getting 100-point death wick back down to the bottom side, and your account's ruined. So we're just going to continue just staying safe till we know the market's kind of back to normal. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. I know it's like, do we even trade or do we just listen to Papa Powell speak? I mean, what's up, fish lips? What do you think? Do we trade this morning or do we wait for Papa Powell to be done speaking? Do we take that chance? Oh goodness. Good morning, George. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Good morning, everyone. You're looking for some kind of pullback. Uh, I don't really have a bias at the moment. The reason why I don't have a bias is because we pulled back into the 50% of this big hourly wick candle. So, and this is not a normal moving candle, so I didn't know if we got the push up to run this data wick. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do we run this? Do we run the 580s, then just dump back down? Yeah, I'm not going to take any pre-market trades this morning, JT. You need to be very careful if you are. We have Jerome Powell speaking this morning at 9:30. So you got to be extremely careful when anytime Jerome Powell or Trump or one of those two guys are speaking, because the market could just whip you out. Yeah, yep. Powell is speaking this morning at 9:30. So going to have to approach it with a little caution. I don't feel like getting my counts wrecked today. I only need to make $250 this week on one account to get $1,000 payout. So my goal is to hopefully find two clean trades that I can make 120 to 130 per trade to get that $250 this week on that Bulanox account. So that's the goal this week. I just hope I don't get that inside of my head where I'm scared to take trades. That's the only thing that sucks when you're close to payouts, is you get that in your head that you don't want to like take a bad trade, then you end up hesitating on every single trade. That's the only thing that sucks when you're within a couple $100 from another payout. you, you already broke your rule and started just hammering the button on the eval. Uh, Rico candles is another thing that I take a lot of eval trades on. That's this chart here. But we'll probably grab some trades on it too later this morning if we can't find nothing for fundeds this morning. We're just going to be super careful this morning with the funded accounts. I don't really feel like wrecking my funded accounts. Yeah, I saw that Trump's already done his part with that wig. That's the reason why I didn't know H if we would run those 580s this morning, because that's almost like a data candle. So I wasn't sure if we run those 580s before we push back down. So we'll just, I do like the move, honestly, back to the downside this morning. I mean, I think we got really like a couple good, nice bounce spots back to the downside, even though they're kind of far down. So you got a nice 4-hour bounce in this area at the 50% of the 4-hour bounce, which is sitting up at the 400. You can see that we have what, 2 hours of consolidation here, another 2 hours of consolidation here. So I feel like that 410 to 400 would offer a really nice bounce on a pullback this morning. And that would run these previously hourly candles. So I feel like if we push up, I just don't see how we don't come back. I would think this is be kind of like your point of control. I don't know if anybody knows where point of control is. I don't know if this is where it's at. It kind of looks like it by all the consolidation in this area. And if you look farther back from Friday, like consolidation here, then a whole bunch here. So I don't know if that's point of control or not. For the longs, if you're going to grab the long, as long as you start taking your profit probably before we start hitting that 280 candle sweep up there. That's the only area I wasn't sure if you would get that really hard pullback. Let's see. We still got about 10 minutes before the market opens, so we still got a little bit. Uh, about 2.5 years, JT. The first 6 months, I just did it like a day here, day there. Then I just kind of changed up my job thing so that I could do streaming slash work on the trading journey. So, like most people, I've had a lot of ups and downs over the last 2 years, just like everybody else that goes through it. But I try not to think about the short term. I try to look, try to think farther down the road, like, you know, because most people are going to lose money those first couple years, just as myself. All of us go through those stages of losing money those first couple years, but you're just hoping you get to that point where you can get consistent. Maybe it's not I can pay all my bills with trading, but you know, get to the point where you can just pay little bills here and there. So like the goal this month is to get my next Bulinox to another $1,000 payout. So we need $250 for another $1,000 payout. We did not get a payout as right now for the month of March. Well, I take that back. We got it in February, but March was such a rough month. I just feel like I was in survival mode all of March with my accounts. Like March was a really tough month to trade. Like especially these last 2 weeks. So they've been really, really tough. So either we're not getting follow through or we're just getting a lot of wiki action. Like where it would just wick up and come back and just hit you. Uh, I guess you can not really full time because I do have a job on the side. We do have another business on the side. I also have a rental property on the side. So it's just like multiple streams of income. I don't really make very much money off YouTube yet. Maybe one day because YouTube doesn't really pay a lot when it comes to your being monetized with YouTube. Unless you're like a really, really big streamer, say if you got 10,000 subscribers, you may get like $300 a month. But I don't want to sit here and just try to play commercials throughout the whole stream. I try to just do the one commercial at the beginning when you first log on. Then the rest of the stream, no commercials until the very end when I'm getting ready to end. Then I just recently started streaming for My Funded Futures TV. I also do that in the mornings. So I'll do my stream till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Then from 11:30 to 12:30, I stream on My Funded Futures with the Methodical Man. So the views look real. I don't think the views are working on YouTube today because I'm looking at some of these other streamers who have usually a lot of people watching their channel, and it doesn't look right. I think it's broken. Yeah, it has to be broken. If you go to My Funded Futures TV, it shows like hardly anybody's watching. I'm looking at one channel that sometimes usually has like multiple thousands people watching, and it shows like 40 or 50 people watching. So something's going on this morning with the view counts. So if you see your normal streamer and their view count looks weird, there's something going on with the view count this morning on YouTube. Not really sure what it is. So we got about 5 minutes. If you're just showing up here, guys, remember we're going to approach this morning very carefully. We do have Jerome Powell speaking at 9:30 this morning. Hopefully he's late and he'll give us that 10, 15 minutes we need to maybe find us a trade. And then hopefully we can get one before anything crazy happens. I'm hoping nothing really happens, but you just never know. Let me look and see if we have any 3-star news. I don't know if we looked at that this morning. Shoot, I gotta find my accounts here. I mean, find my page. So you can use Forex Factory or you can use investing.com. There's a couple other places that does the economic calendar. My favorite to use is the investing.com. Um, as right now, the only 3-star news we have is Fed Chair Powell speaking today. Then those random Truth Social tweets that we get every now and then. But so that's the only thing we really have going on this morning. I am kind of liking the move up here just because we're building all this consolidation zone. You'd almost like to see us push up, come back, retest like this area, then go. I just feel like with the little consolidation zone here, that it looks like might get like a little move to the upside this morning. What about yourself, JT? Do you do trading full time, or is it just something you do on the side to try to earn a little extra money? I think if you try to get that your early in your trading career, that is a super super tough thing. If you gotta depend on money you make from trading to, especially if you're going from month to month. I feel like if you're going to be a full time trader, you almost need like a year, a salary or something like a year of savings, so that you know all your bills are covered for a year for those like bad months or tilt months. Let's see. Mm, check the fish lips. Oh yeah, we stream all morning long. We stream here till 11:15 or so. Then we stream on with My Funded Futures for an hour. Then we take a break, and then we'll come back and stream Asia tonight. What about yourself, Dave? You usually trade every single day, or is it just something you do part time, or do you look for trades every single day? Look at Nvidia. I don't usually look at anything else besides the ES whenever I'm trading the Nasdaq in the morning. I mean, I'll look at Nvidia later, but right now I don't. We don't. I don't have time. Oh, you never trade? Oh, okay. I'd have to wait till after the market opens. We got about less than a minute before the market opens here. So 30 seconds left, guys. Like I said, be careful. Papa Powell was speaking this morning, so just be aware that when you're in a trade, protect your profits. I do like this wick to the top side, though. I mean, I feel like that's the key. I wouldn't mind seeing us pop to the bottom and going straight up here. There's the previously hourly candle. A lot of consolidation in this spot here. Just waiting here. A lot of consolidation right there, guys. So be careful shorting there. Dude, come on. Runner got busted. All right, we're going to switch over to our eval. That was on the funded. I was hoping we would get the continuation up to 75. We were trying to target from 25 to 75 on that run there, but just did not get the breakout there, guys. Did not get the breakout. Hopefully, just because Powell speaking, that we just don't get really crappy price action for the next freaking 15, 20 minutes. I was really hoping that we would get the breakout there. I like that we ran the previous 15 minutes. We pulled back into consolidation. And I was really hoping that we would just blast up here to take out this data wick up here. I mean, we're above the pivot, but now I need to wait and see if we can get back out of this 15 minutes here. What's up, Patty? How are you doing? So we were only able to get our 10 points on that last trade. Unfortunately, didn't really get the whole move. Boy, this thing just can't stop. Is this going to be the last week? It did this where he went out the bottom, went out the top, then finally went out the bottom before we broke. Still a lot of consolidation down here. Maybe a pot. Whenever if we get through the 50s, you might get a run down to at least the 425. There's just so much consolidation down here in this area. All right, about to have a new candle here. So 45 is kind of the line in the sand for the bull bears. So if we break the 45s, you might get a flush. But like I said, I still think we're going to run a consolidation down at the 400s here. So, like I said, 45 is kind of the line in the sand here for the Bull Bears. Do we run the previously hourly? Nope. We just run the previously hourly candle. This is where I feel like we could possibly get stuck here at the 400s. I'm going to wait for a retest. Uh, Unless we get below 382s, it's going to be really hard to short here. You'd almost need to retest the 40 level here. There's a lot of consolidation in this area, so you're going to get a lot of bounces. We got 2 minutes left before the next 5 minute candle. We're going to wait and see what happens on this next 5 minute candle. Like I said, you need to see the 45s give up the 45s. For the longs, back above 45s, we continue higher. Below this 45, we continue lower. And we still got this big data wick back up there at 570s. It's hard to believe that we did not run that data wick, guys. Here's that's going to be your consolidation zone right there on the 5 minutes. Seems to be drilling again. Yeah. It's really hard to short here into all this consolidation. These are very hard trades to enter whenever you're moving down like this because you're just getting big pullbacks. So it makes it very, very difficult to enter. So, excuse me. Whew. Here comes your 400. Good morning, Clarity. How are you doing today? We tried the long for 10 points this morning. We got our 10 points, but unfortunately it was the wrong side and we dumped out the backside. I'm trying to stay away from trades during all this consolidation period. So I don't know if this is going to be the bounce area for us to have a nice move back to the top side, or do we actually get through the 400s here? But it's just so much consolidation here between the 340s and the 80s. It's like, I know if we're just patient enough, we'll get us a good opportunity to jump in. We just got to be patient. Is anybody in the short at the moment? I know you would think that we would have some kind of big retracement in a minute, fish lips. What's up, Rule? Man, we still got 3 minutes left on this next 5 minute candle. So this is why it's making it so difficult for me to short. It's all this consolidation. We got three levels of a consolidation. The next one's going to be down at 360, 350 area. So it's so hard to take that. So that's why we're just kind of sitting off to the side as it moving down, just because I feel like you're just going to constantly get big wicks. It's just even though we're getting that nice slow grind to the downside, it's going to make the trade very difficult to stay in. Where usually when you're moving down, it's just like slicing through. I think if you pull back here, maybe if the 413s hold. We got about a minute left on this candle here, guys. About 1 minute left on the candle. Didn't quite run this hourly candle here from what 6 to 7. 40 seconds left for a new candle. Uh-oh. So I don't know if we get a little push down to the 50s here if we continue down. We hit the 75. We bounce back up to the whole number. You would think if we continue down now that we would possibly go back down to the 350s where that next consolidation zone's at. Now, is this finally going to be the retracement? We still haven't yet get our retracement back into the 15-minute candle up at the 500s. Dude, if this thing prints below 75s, I feel like we're definitely should at least be able to get that 50 touch here. Was anybody fortunate enough to grab this short to the downside this morning? So, man. I feel like we can get the 350s here possibly. This is a eval. Oh, my runner may get trashed on. We just got the runner left in here. We're looking for 350. There's a lot of consolidation sitting on top of 350 there. Oh, runner got stopped. I think we still get the 350 here. What is it? 350, 360 down to 355. I thought it was a little bit farther down, but 360 to 355. Sweep to 360s maybe. That is the top of that 4-hour candle. I think it would have to sweep the 4-hour candle, 320, that 325 area, fish lips. That might be another good spot to sweep. We also have that midnight candle down at 300. Well, we've had a nice move down, guys, but we didn't take any of it. We just kind of just blood. Just like I said, it's so tough for me to take trades into these consolidation zones, especially on my funded accounts. Here comes your 50. Ooh. Guys, this is probably some of the hardest moves that I've seen for us to move down. Like every 10 or 15 points, it's just hit, bounce, hit, bounce. Like I didn't see how we didn't get down to the 50s here. The next level here, if we get through the 50s, is probably going to be your 300 at that midnight opening. Then we may even try long off that midnight opening down here. Fish lips, are you in any kind of long right now? What's up, Solo? There's your 50 push. Unfortunately, I didn't get the 50 push. I didn't have a big enough stop loss. We just had a 10-point stop loss on that. And it literally just came up, wicked me out, then went to the target we were looking for, which was the 50. We hit like negative 400, like nothing. Dude, the last few weeks, man, it seems like every day, like we're just in survival mode, guys. You just got to survive. I don't know what's going on with the June contracts, but they have sucked. uh, June contracts have been brutal, guys. Brutal. I will long the 300 if we do for some reason get a push down there at the 300s. Wow, we've already sold off 200 points, guys, and we've only gotten 20 points so far. We've gotten two 10-point trades with no runners so far today on these two entries. Um, like I said, that last trade, we just did not have a big enough stop loss. We're just trying to protect our profit. Unfortunately, that does kind of ruin your trade sometimes, even though if your target does get hit, unfortunately. Because most of the time, guys, if we push through 75, we hit 75, we push back up to the next whole number. And when we come back through 75, it's almost like automatic that we're probably going to go to 50 before we get a bounce. And you can see that this is playing out like that. We hit the 25 on that first wick. The next candle pushed back up to the 400. Then when we came back through the 75, we hit the 50. Now you're looking for a push back up to 75. And you would think that this would go either to 325 or 300. So that was your 75 hit. See how we hit the 50? Back to 75. Now from 75, probably back down to 325 for a complete reversal, for a big move back up to the top side. Or we're going to, I don't know, that 325, sometimes we bounce from 325 back up into the 50s and 60s. Then that 50s and 60s will carry us back down to the 300s. For anybody that follows the whole numbers, that's a lot of times if you follow whole numbers, that's how the market will pretty much run through those whole numbers most days. Let's see what happens. We're looking for 325 to get hit. I'm looking for 300 to get hit here for a push back up to either 325 or 350. This blue line here, that's your 325, and that's also running that previously 4-hour candle. So that 325 could be a nice bounce, man. I almost want to just take it with one micro just in case it does. I may just one micro to little tester here. This is just one micro here, guys. So I'm actually looking for 300 to get hit here. Let's see. It gave you an opportunity to go to break even if you don't feel comfortable holding off the 25s. All right. Now, this is where we're going to keep a very, very tight leash at on the 300s here. If I feel like we're going to break the 300s, I will close my entry here. This is eval here, guys. That 325 was just kind of like a little teaser trade with one micro, and we're going to go in a little bit heavy here on the 300 hit. Wow, did we blast this level? 90 will be kind of my line in the sand here, or 325. Wow. Did we just take a trade in a nightfall here? Come on. Don't let me down, midnight opener. This midnight candle always hits. Whew. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. It gave you a break even opportunity. Mm-mm-mm. Butter. Woof. Now, what kind of pullback we're going to get? We're going to get the big pullback all the way up, or do we get stopped here at what? The bottom of that 4-hour candle at the 40s? Nice pop off your 300 there, guys. Sorry if I missed your chat over there. Yeah, guys. Sorry if I was missing your messages in the chat. I was kind of just focused on the charts there for a moment. We're kind of targeting. I haven't really pulled fib to see where the 50% mark is on this. I was kind of looking for the pullback either to the 50 or the 75 here. But if we get below the 300s, we're probably going to the previous day low. I thought Powell was already speaking. Is he not speaking yet? Aw, dang it. I got the times wrong. Dang it. I guess because I forget that I always think of Eastern time and I forgot that investing.com and those other charts have it on my time. So it's 9:30 my time he speaks. Man, I was super careful this morning because I didn't want to get caught in a Powell speech. Where we're bouncing at, guys, right here, this is the bottom of your 4 hour candle. Uh, if we get through that 4 hour candle, you should get a nice push. I'm assuming back up to the 50% mark up here. That's kind of what we're targeting. We pull fib and we're targeting a little over 40% of this overall leg. What's up, Project? Yeah, I'm in Central Time, the Central Time zone, and I guess whenever I was looking at it, man, I thought little inside bar. Do we get the break? That's a little 5 minute inside bar here. Oh, is this going to create like a little? This thing just instantly dumped off that 4 hour wick. So that was a 4 hour candle there that we just ripped off of. Ooh. Runner looks like it's about to get stopped out. I'm hoping that's just a 300 retest. Blah, a runner got stopped out on that one. That sucks because we were up 40 points on that one. And we just broke the 5 minute inside bar to the downside. I just don't know if that's going to be a fake out or not. Ooh. What a fake out that was. Yeah, that was dirty, man. Uh, Let me check Beulah Knox for you. I'm not even sure if Beulah Knox has a discount. Apex code doesn't work. I don't have an Apex code no more. Fish lips. That's why I don't ever talk about Apex no more. Yeah, Beulah Knox hasn't updated their code yet. Unfortunately, it's still 45%. 45%. I'll try to keep up with it. Yeah, right now Bewley's best code is 45% fish lips. Like I said, Apex, I don't have a code with them no more. I think that's 2 hours behind uh Project. Do we get popped on the other side of this 5 minute breakout here? I mean, this 5 minute inside bar. It already actually fell. So a lot of times, if it fails out the bottom side, it'll come through the top side. This is the eval here, guys. Ugh, I hate that it's wicking like that. Dude. dirty, dirty today, guys. Oh, the nasty girl is being horrible. Oh my goodness. Ah, dude, every runner is just getting smashed today, guys. Every single runner has gotten smashed. Ah. Now watch it just go. It's gonna go to the moon now. That was kind of a 50 back to the 25, so uh, maybe we should have jumped back in that one. So far, we've taken at least 3 winning trades, but unfortunately, guys, we're only getting our 10 points. We have yet to hit a runner on any of our entries today. So we've taken 3 trades, at least 10 points. Depending on where you have your stop loss on the runner, might have been just kind of getting stopped out because I'm trying to just, you know, trying to keep from losing money on the runners. But you can see it's really not paying off very well today. Because this is the second trade that I've gotten in that we've ended up moving a lot lower than where this. I just feel like we're probably moving at least back up to the 400s here, 480s, 475s. Oh, am I still? I think I'm still in this trade. Actually, what am I talking about? Or no, did I get stopped out on that one? I did. Must have went to 10 points. I thought I was still. Remember, I was long from down here a while ago. Fish lips, I think you can definitely get your 425 here, man. I really wanted to take this up to the 475s to 480s. How much brokers do you like? You're talking about broker fees? I don't even know what the fees are. Just because we're trading on prop firms, so I don't even really think about the fees. Uh, how do you tell? I think it's a rapid methodical, a 25K rapid. There's your 80. Did we get the 85? I wanted to target those 85s. Almost, almost. This could be like a three candle sell off here with the NQ guys. So just be aware of that. You got the 3 5 minute candles here. Yeah, it's a whew, this thing just hit the top of that inside bar and just ripped. Uh, that is dirty. That's why you don't buy them breakout candles. No, we don't. I don't really do any kind of like paid teaching or uh, paid signal courses or anything like that. I just share what I do every day pretty much. So that's about all I do, Sam. There's a lot of options out there. I'm not sure what people are charging or none of that stuff because I've never looked into it. I know everything out there is pretty much free. You just gotta do your due diligence and search it out. I think for the shorts, you're going to have to break back below the 25s here because this looked like a little bear flag here for us to move down. The only thing about it, it's ugly wicks. So, so your stop loss would have to go here if you did take the breakout to the downside. So you're looking at a fairly big stop loss. You're thinking we should, man, that'd be awesome. 23 129. Nice. What's up, Mike Trader Daily? How are you doing today? I wouldn't mind seeing a big move down to 23,189. What time is it? So apparently it's 10:30 when Jerome Powell speaks. I was for some reason thinking whenever I was looking at that time that it was 9:30 Eastern time, but that was actually 9:30 Central time. So got that completely wrong this morning, guys. It sucks because I was being very hesitant this morning because I was thinking Powell was speaking. So I was like scared to freaking take my trades. So I was being like all cautious and stuff. then I'm an hour ahead of schedule. So that kind of definitely screwed up my trading mentality this morning, thinking that Papa Powell was going to be speaking and he wasn't going to be speaking for an hour. So oh, I like looking for the bigger moves. A lot of times I just like to look for that quick 10 or 15 points, then try to hold a big runner is usually what we look for on most of our trades. And that's because we're trading, with prop firms and stuff. So you can't really be going in a lot of drawdown. Woo! Did we just get our face ripped off from this one? Might have got 350s would have to hold here. Oh, that we're gonna get stopped out. Damn it. That might have been just a leg pullback here. Like if you pull fib, that might have been like the 50-60% pullback for us to move back up. 350s will be my line in the sand. If we lose 350s, I'm just going to close my trade. So, like I said, 350 is my line in the sand here. Mm-hmm. So 350 is my line in the sand, guys. Give me a minute. I'll look at the chat, guys. I'm closing my chart off. I'm closing my entry off this other chart here. So I was watching it instead of the 5-minute charts. Like I said, 50 is my line in the sand here. If I feel like we're going to lose the 50s, we'll just close the entry. Yeah, we just lost it. Son of a bee. Lost the 50. I have to close. The reason why I have to close my trades, guys, is because I'm trading 25Ks. So I'm very limited on how much I can lose on these accounts. So I try not to risk more than 150 to 200 bucks on eval trades. All right, let me look at your chat. No, I don't do any kind of Telegram. I'm not even sure what Telegram. I mean, I've heard of Telegram. Mike, I have to do it that way because I'm trading on small accounts, man. You got to think I'm using prop firms. I just can't have like where I lose like $300 and $400 on big pullbacks. So I have to keep my entries small. That's just what works for me whenever I'm trading these smaller accounts. I don't want to get into a lot of drawdown. So that's why we usually have a limit to about what we're willing to lose. How's everybody else's trade going today? I thought we would get a better move back up to the upside a little faster here, but we're just kind of grinding back up as we grind it down. So, same thing. So that last trade cost me $200 in drawdown on my elusive 25K. We haven't taken any trades on the one funded that we only need $250 on today. I don't know if we'll take a trade on that one. So we're kind of stuck between the Asia high and London low. It's like who's gonna win the wedge here? Kind of creating another little wedge. For anybody that likes to play breakouts. Three more minutes, guys, until Powell speaks. So just be aware of that if you're in your trade. Jag, how's your day going so far? Looks like Methodical Man's in a trade. Get Methodical Man slinging it. Oh, did he get stopped out? Did we just dump off here? Are we just waiting for Papa Powell to walk to the stage? Today's going to be crazy. Oh, you made $100. Nice on $100, man. So far, we've taken 4 trades. 3 were winners, small winners. Then we took the loser while ago on the whatchamacallit, the elusive account. Tonight, we're going to do a giveaway with Elusive. Anybody that wants to join us tonight for the giveaway this evening? We're either going to do you can pick between, whoever wins can pick between a 25K or 50K elusive. Nice move to the downside here. Just after we start streaming, just somewhere between 8 and 10. Usually, I'll start streaming at 8 o'clock Eastern time when the or maybe even Wait, did the Tokyo session time change yet? So we'll start at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Usually 7 o'clock. Okay, so we live in the same time zone. We both live in Central Time. All right, 1 minute left before Powell comes to the stage. I'm pretty sure he's going to be late, so I don't know if we're going to get just some kind of movement, just the fact that he's showing up. So I don't really know. Ooh, was that a fake out? Is anybody trapped in a longer short? What's up, Larry? Right now, guys, we're in no trade. We're just kind of sitting on the sidelines. No entry for me at the moment. Hmm. You're waiting to? Yes. Good idea. I thought we were going to get a little breakout back to the downside. I mean, we did get a little pushback down, but I was hoping that we could have target those previous day close or the previous day low down at 231. I guess we're going to wait for Papa Powell to say something before we move because we've just been just kind of sitting here. There's not really anything we can do. We're just kind of trading inside of a small range. Like I said, I still like to move to the downside. Come on. We're from Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas. Or I'm actually from outside of Atlanta, Georgia. I moved here. You got long on this one? Yeah, wait. Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting at the moment too. I just feel like if I jump in, I'm just going to get chopped up here. So it's just best to sit for myself. Um, like I said, we're trading fairly small accounts, so we can't really be sitting through a lot of drawdowns sometimes. So we try to minimize our risks on these 25Ks, especially. We've only had one funded trade today, guys, and we chose the long. We hit our 10 points, but the runner got stopped out on the funded today. The funded that we need $250 for the $1,000 payouts. We did not take any trades on that account today because I thought Powell was speaking this early this morning, but I had the times mixed up. Ooh. There comes your short. Kind of curious if we get through the. Oh, we just got through the midnight opener. Nice rejection off that midnight candle there. So Powell is speaking, guys. So just be aware of that if you're taking entries right now. Still got 2.5 minutes left on this 5 minute candle, so we got plenty of time to still kind of push through back through the 300s here. Oh my goodness, the manipulation. So that's pretty normal. You hit the 90, you get the pullback into the 310. So now you kind of want to see the push back to 300s and see if we can maybe work our way down to the 355s here. That was pretty dirty. We already pulled back what almost 30 points, working on 40-point pullback. So that's super dirty when the market does this. I didn't really look to the left and see if we had. Yeah, we still got a lot. There was a lot of consolidation there between the 300s and the 90s. So if you look to the left, you can kind of see all the consolidation in that area. Little 50 seconds left on this candle. You really want to see this 5 minute close in this wick here if you're considering shorts here. 20 seconds left. Oh, dirty. Mm. Goodness, this thing. Oh my goodness. This is the moneymaker for you, comeback guy. This is definitely some range trading. If you're good at range, man, this is definitely your bread and butter. I want to see it sweep the 75s first, then come back, hold up at the 300s, then push down to the 355s. Mm. You're giving it a short. Nice. We got a minute, 30 seconds left on this candle here. Usually we take the trades off this previous day close with evals. What do we have there? Maybe. And we got the previous day low at 231. I'm still looking for a 50, 55 area to get hit. Wow, do we? Man, if we lose the 300s, yeah, man, might just take back-to-back losses on the evals here. Looking for 300 to hold up here. Woof. Okay, I can't withstand no more. Above this consolidation, we'll have to close it. Right now, we're down 300. The top of this candle will have to be my close. I can't hold it down any farther than that. Because we're on a, okay, yeah, we're on a 50K. Oh, that was so dirty. I still think we get the previous day close in the previous day low. What the crap? Man, back-to-back losses on the evals today, guys. Man, what's going on with my charts? For some reason, my other charts that I watch on my Rico candles is not working. Not sure. Like, for some reason, it won't come up. Like I said, I still like to pull down to the 55s here. Hmm, that was kind of dirty. If we get through the 300s, I feel like we're going around. Yeah. Yeah, I've taken back to back losses on mine. My evals this morning, Charity. Nasty 5 minute wicks, man. I mean, what is that? Like almost a 70-point wick on that candle? Oh, goodness. Because I still like the move down to the previous day close and the previous day low. It sounds like crude oil is all over the place too. So I don't know if that's kind of what's going on with the market today is crude oil all over the place. Is that what you're thinking also, Blank? Yeah, I didn't know because I know I keep hearing people talking about crude oils all over the place today. And I think crude oil has been affecting the NQ a lot lately. We probably got about 5 or 10 more minutes, guys. Monday has not been nice to me today, guys. Not gonna lie, been on the struggle bus today. I added more ES at the 24. Nice butter, butthole. I don't think I've ever noticed that you have hole on your name. Oh goodness. Kind of getting another little inside bar here on the 5 minutes, but usually don't take these inside bars at this time of the morning or this time of the day. What time is it? Guys, we got about 5 or 10 more minutes. I have to get all my stuff ready for the My Funded Futures to stream with the Methodical Man this morning. Um, so hopefully no one over leveraged too much and messed up their accounts. We try not to over leverage and we try to just take our stop loss if we not sitting here just holding losers. So it's just easier if I just take myself out of the position instead of holding. So we got three little winners on those first ones, but the last two, man, we just been just getting trashed on. I just feel like whatever way we enter, it's like we're just going to get some kind of crazy pullback. Well, we got about to break an inside bar here. Do we get the push back up a little bit? Maybe run up to the what 50% mark up at the 400s, or is that just going to be another fake out? There's been so many fake outs today, guys. That the fake outs have been just insane. Maybe. Remember, guys, be careful buying these breakout candles. And I only say that because if you can see the type price action that we're getting on some of these 5 minute candles, is like you think you're about to get the breakout, then we end up whipping back 15, 20 points, and you're just kind of standing there with like massive drawdown. And it's been like that a lot today so far. I feel like for longs, we're going to need to break this swing there at the 82s. Oh, MIF stream went down? Huh. What the crap, man? What is going on with Myth over there? Let's send him a text and ask him. 30 seconds left. There's your 400. Mm. He said just long enough to kill a stream. I guess his internet glitched. Another 400 hit. A lot of consolidation up here around the 400s. Man, we've been on the wrong side of the trade, like going on all day. Nice take profit on your trade. I mean but on your trade. We've been on the wrong side the last two entries. This one I was on the right side. I felt like we were getting the move down, but like I said, I just could not hold through the drawdown that we needed to hold on that small account. Guys, I have about less than 8 more minutes to stream. Then we're gonna go be to stream with the Methodical Man on My Funded Futures TV if anybody wants to join us. At the moment, we're just kind of sitting on the sidelines. You look to the left, we have like so much consolidation here in this area here. I think if we can get it back above this area, and that's also the 50% pullback of this move. I think if you pull fib on this outer leg here, I think that was the 50%, if I wasn't mistaken here. So we're at the 50% of the total pullback at the moment. Where's the 60%? 33. Then we could possibly get that 80 push up there to the 80 back into that original 15-minute candle. All right. Very, very tough area to long, guys. Ooh, nice. think that was the what 60%. This is kind of where you want to see it pull back into like the 400s and hold, then get the blast back up through here. That was also the 50-60% pullback here also. So like you want this area right here to hold at the 70s, 75s where this leg pushed up. So this is kind of where you want to see it pull back to, then move back up to the top side. If you're still holding longs. This is you said imbalance short. Oh yeah, that was at what 50% there, wasn't it? Where was the initial balance short at methodical? Freaking insane right here, guys. It's kind of like now are we going all the way back to the freaking previous day close here? Ugh. it's it's made it so hard to jump in these trades today, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's like after those last two losses, that was tough for me to jump in. He didn't really say anything important. My goodness. Dude, so dirty. Man, we just ripped back down 100 points out of just nowhere. 100 points. Oh, my goodness. All right, guys, we got about 2 more minutes left. So we haven't taken any more trades since that last entry we took when we were looking for what short from earlier, looking for the previous day close. It's a pullback to go long. It's a it's the 1 hour pullback for the make the wick to move back up to the top side. Oof. Here's your next kind of like consolidation area right here at the 30s. You can see we just kind of bounced off of it. We got about a couple minutes left for a new 5 minute candle, guys. The hourly candle doesn't close for another 50 minutes. Oh, I was talking about for the hourly candle, but Oh, oh, okay. Guys, we're gonna have to get ready to head out. I have to go get my all my stuff set up real quick and close out all these charts and make sure everything's working properly. Liking the push down here. I just don't know. Current day mid sitting at 33. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I have to get my stuff set up before we go to my funded futures. I have to get everything closed down. And if your guys are more than welcome to join us over there in about 15 minutes. Be careful if you're trading the rest this morning. We will be taking trades definitely on my funded futures. So, and that starts in 15 minutes, guys.